What is up? What is up, everybody? I am your girl, the princess of all.
And I'm Kujo Speaks.
And we are here on the Good Time Show with the lovely, incredible Omeretta. Big Retta.
What's happening,
Hey.
everybody?
How are you?
Good.
That's good. That's good. Well, first and foremost, I am super excited to have you on the show because I love your music.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan.
Thank
And
you.
I'm a big fan, for one, because I think that it's very important for females to come in the game and be different.
Right.
You are very different. Now, I did a challenge, and I challenged everybody else to do it on air. And I said, I want y'all to go and listen to every single song,
Yeah.
all albums, and please tell me if she quoted her box or anything. Zero.
None.
And I was appalled. I was like, oh.
Yes,
because people don't understand, like, there's more to rap about than just that in the rap.
Yeah, like, it's so much more to rap about, like, for real.
And the other crazy part is, I'm a suburban girl, but, you know, I really think I'm a thug. So when I listen to Big Retta, I be like, yeah, you know, I'm
People, they be saying my music make them want to fight.
I feel real thuggish, you know, when I put on Big Retta, no cap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but you know, where are you from, and how does that affect your music? I know we have a single that describes, but how, for people who have not heard that single?
I'm from Atlanta, and I'm from Zone 3 in Atlanta, and I feel like just being from Atlanta, like, there was like a music place in itself. So when I was growing up, like, everybody was doing music. Like, my whole family literally do music. Like, we watch so many young people that, like, we went to school with, all that, everybody post their music on Facebook, YouTube. Like, we just the city of music and like style and swag. Like, we always wanted to be like fashion. We ain't had that much money, so like everybody from Atlanta used to go to Lennox and steal, but like we still had like
that's how it look. You gotta start from somewhere.
Yeah, we all still had like, you would think that Atlanta had so much money because we was in all the designer jeans, like the Megs, the Trues, the Rocks, like we had Pradas on our feet, like we had everything going on.
So that's why T.I. was saying, I heard you ain't buy none of that new.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's my favorite movie.
So I say I'm from Detroit, right, up until I heard that record. And I agree with you that I grew up in that music scene. So my stepfather is Joseph Billingsley of the Contours. The song, Do You Love Me? Do You Love Me? So I feel you when you say family or music's been in your life forever. But what would you say is the biggest thing that helped you develop your career and made you want to make that actual push?
I don't know. I think it's just the fact that I've been writing music my whole life. Like, even when I was a kid, like, me and my sisters had this group called 3SD when we was like 6 or 7, and I was like the songwriter of the group. And like all my life, I just been writing songs, poems. Like, I just always been in that type of field. Like, that's always something I wanted to do. So when I was graduating high school and I had to decide like what I wanted to do with my life, I was like, somebody had came to our school and they was like, you should pursue what it is, what's your passion? And I was like, well, I don't have a passion. They was like, everybody got a passion. Like, what's the one thing that you enjoy doing no matter what? And I was like, writing songs. And they was like, well, you know, that's your passion. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do music then.
Okay. Now, who would you say some of your biggest influences are, whether it's music, lyrical wise? Like, where do you find that?
I grew up like listening to like Lil Wayne, Eminem, Tip, Jeezy, Plies, that one album that he had.
Pussy baby.
I grew up listening to stuff that I can like relate to, like stuff that like had meaning and real lyricists that was fire to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really didn't listen to what everybody else listened to. Like, I like to listen to stuff that I can relate to. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of people are going to pick up and be big fans of Omeretta as well, because you know, a lot of us dudes can't listen to a lot of female music because they talk about stuff that's true. Right, but listening to your music, you definitely talk about a lot of stuff that everybody can relate to.
Exactly.
So going through your catalog, you got a lot of songs that I think you pour your heart out on, but what's one song that you have that you would say like you really went deep on and like that's your baby?
The songs that I really, really went deep on, I got 2 of them, and they haven't dropped yet. Like, I know a lot of my songs, they be like personal, but I got 2 songs that literally like make people cry, like real tears, like, cause I'm literally pouring my whole heart out on the songs. Like, in the studio, I almost started crying.
I almost got me. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Which one? For real?
Yes, ma'am. See, I was digging in the crate. We
went all the way back. Way back. Now, what is your favorite time of day to create? Like, what time do you feel like, you know what? Sometimes in the morning when I first wake up, that's the best time. Or is it late at night?
It'll probably be at nighttime, because, like, I'm not no morning person at all. Like, if I get woke up out my sleep, I'd be so mad. Like,
that's turkey. I know.
I hate it. Okay, nighttime vibes. That's good. Most people are night owls. I'm a night owl. I do all of my work.
Everything, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think all of us creatives do for the most part.
It's like in the daytime, that's the time to like get busy and do like errand work and stuff. But at night, it's like when you get settled in and your mind just start like going for real.
Right. I feel you.
Now, describe how music, is important to the overall society. Like, I know for a fact in the single that we're going to be talking about, you talk about different things of society, but you can also make a change in that. So how does that help you, like, kind of describe everything that's going on, and why is it important?
I feel like music is important to the world, because, like, a lot of young people, they, like, use music artists as the people that they look up to, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of artists, they say like, oh, I ain't raising nobody kids, but like we is raising people kids for real, because like they look at these certain artists as they role models. So if somebody out in a song saying like, oh yeah, I just went pop somebody for talking, you know what I'm saying? Like the young people that's looking up to them, they gonna feel like, okay, somebody talk smart to me, I'm gonna pop them too. But the actual artist not even living like that for real, but they got all the people that's listening to them like going in the wrong direction. That's why in my music I try to like steer people in the right direction, because I know for a fact that it's a lot of young girls looking up to me for advice. They listen to my music to see how to move in relationships, like all type of stuff. So I never want to put out an image that's like taking them in the wrong direction, because like they look up to me.
Thank you for saying that. Honestly, like, for real, like on our show, when you catch our show, you'll hear that. That's what we do. We give free game out every Friday. We call it Free Game Friday, and we just give out free game that people are scared to tell each other for some reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All we got is each other, and people in positions that can actually have platforms. It's our job, whether you think so or not, to spread that.
Exactly.
And my whole motto is, be who you post to be. Like literally, who you are posting on Instagram, be that person in real life. Like I never want to get caught up in any type of scandal of, oh, you're pretending to be this or you're pretending to be that. I live my truth. And people can accept you more when you do that. People can respect you more because you're being honest, and people are actually able to be, vulnerable with you when that happens.
Yeah.
So that's very important.
So we got to bring up the song. The song. And it's strange to me too, not to going through all your catalog. That's not even close to being my favorite song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Erkin is one of my favorite ones. Do Too Much is a banger. But since we got to talk about the song, is that something, them block jock in Atlanta, was that something that always irked you? Or was there more of like some certain people or certain comments that started to happen that was like, man, let me say something about this before I get out of hand?
No, it's funny because it always like got on my nerves. Like, if you go, like, you could probably search my name on Twitter and search Atlanta, like, next to it, and you will see old
tweets. People are doing, like, challenges, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, and it's just a thing where it's just, like everybody around me, they like, bro, like, you think Atlanta is a gang, and it's not. Like, because I always be, like, going so hard about Atlanta, but it's because I've been here all my life, and I'm like, bro, like, don't come here and try to claim somewhere that you not from for real. Like, just rip where you from.
That is true. That's very true. So would you say that that's basically, like, a trend that, like, you do not follow, how, like, the music trend is going, the music sound, how people say that Atlanta has a sound and they try to make their music that way? Would you say that that's not your intentions, that's just who you are?
Yeah, that's just who I am. Like, a lot of people, like, they be like, oh, you sound like Lil Baby and stuff like that. But I just think it's because me and Baby close by the same place. You know what I'm saying? Like, he from zone 4, I'm from zone 3. That's literally like 10 minutes away from each other.
There you go.
Okay. Now, with the single, Sorry Not Sorry, did you intend to, hurt some feelings when you made that? Or you were just like, you know what? Let me just let y'all know that this is not what it is, okay?
I knew for a fact that it was gonna like make people upset, but I'm just one of those type of people. Like, if I feel like something too hard, I don't care like who feel a way about it. I'ma drop it. But I didn't know like it was gonna be that colossal. Like, I thought it was just gonna ruffle a couple of feathers. Like, I knew the whole Atlanta was gonna be on my side because everybody from Atlanta feel that way. But I knew that it was gonna be a couple of people. But I didn't know they was gonna be that mad. Like, they were mad. Like,
when I seen Luda had hopped on that, I was like,
yeah.
How did you feel? For one, how did you feel knowing Luda hopped on it? Was you nervous? Like, did I just make Luda mad? Or
I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was like, when I was on the party bus, because I was on my way to a show, and my manager, she was like, Ludacris, he hopped on your record, and I was like, what, Ludacris? She was like, you ain't seen it, and I'm like, I ain't seen nothing. So I listened to it, and at first I thought he was coming for me, so I was joking about it, like, you know what I'm saying. But then I listened to it some more, and I'm like, oh, he's still showing respect, you know what I'm saying? So okay.
And I think that's the beauty of art and the beauty of music, even when it comes to, the remix and things like that. Being able to, show two different sides, so being able to agree to disagree.
Right.
Everybody comes from different sides of the world. Just because we don't agree don't mean that we have to clash and we have to be like that. That doesn't mean that. Everybody has a different perspective. So I respect both of you guys, and Big Lotto, for getting on that record and, being able to agree to disagree.
And not be beefing over something so stupid. Yeah.
The internet could have turned that into some Pac and Biggie junk right there. If y'all like
for no reason.
Man.
But I feel like they, in this industry, it's so weird because they automatically try to pin women against each other instead of trying to encourage women to work together. So again, that's why I applaud you guys for working together instead of letting the internet and people go opposite ways, because it's not that many females in this industry.
It's really not, especially not that many that's popping. And I always be saying, like, I feel like we can make more money together than beefing, because okay, the beef gonna catch people attention, but after that, then it's gonna die down and we ain't gonna never be able to work together. Everybody gonna have to pick a side. Like, it's just gonna be like.
Exactly.
Retta, you got to do a master class for these female artists coming up. Even a little no joke, because just that statement alone, like that can be the whole class. Like, honestly, listen, y'all, let's make money together. There's nobody out here like us. You know what I'm saying? And we all out here trying to get it. So why try to make money pitted against each other with the drama and all that?
Actually, gonna lose money that way, because once you start beefing, like, certain artists not gonna want to work with certain artists because it's like, oh damn, she beefing with her. Oh damn, she beefing like
in the middle.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be like sides gonna have to be picked when everybody could be making money together. Like, they don't think that far ahead.
Right.
They really don't. Now, for people who, they want to get into the music industry, they're trying, what would you say is the biggest misconception about the music industry that you've learned the hard
way? Probably the money.
Amen.
People be thinking, like, even a lot of big artists, they probably think that they just like extremely rich, but what people don't know is, like, once you get to a certain position and you have, like, because to get to a certain level in this industry, you got to have a big team. But those people not working for free. So it's like, when you get checks and you think these checks is coming all to you, like, no, you got to pay this person, pay that person, pay that, but then you get your check. You feel what I'm saying? So people be coming in the game and thinking, like, okay, say for instance, you get $100,000 deal. That whole $100,000 not coming to you. You got to pay your management. You got to pay your lawyer. You got to pay like, you got to pay so many different people. Then you get your bag. You know what I'm saying? So artists coming in thinking that they could just splurge, like, you need to save your money because you thinking that you gonna get what you're not gonna get as much as you think until, you know what I'm saying? Even when you get big checks, you still got to cut them big checks. So you got to spend wise, but then you got to pay taxes. Then, like, it's a lot. So.
So all of that information will be in the second masterclass.
Exactly.
So we gonna host the masterclass. Y'all can sign up on 93.97.
Get your school and learning, man. But I'm so proud to hear, a young artist, because I would consider you as a young artist yourself. Yeah. And, know that information, because there's so many people who come in the game and they have no clue. Like we've been doing radio. We've been in this industry for 13 years now. And we've seen people come and go and stations drop and change and the misconceptions of radio personalities and TV. Like, it's not what people think. It's a struggle, but you have to love what you do, because when you love what you do, you don't do it for the money. You do it for the gratification of your happiness and your peace.
Exactly.
I'm happy to hear that that knowledge. Yeah. And one of the, these kids out here that's like, I'll sell my whole soul for a couple $1 million.
I'm trying to get that bag. I'm trying to get that bag. With a bag empty, fool.
Exactly.
Get some substance, man. Put something in the bag. Try to fill the bag.
Exactly. So what else do you have coming up that, the fans and the listeners can look out for?
I know for a fact that I'm about to drop an EP soon, so they can be looking out for that. And I don't know if I'm gonna go on tour this year, but I probably be on tour with somebody else this year, because I ain't never been on tour before. So I'll probably be on tour with them or have my own tour towards the end of the year. So they could be expecting.
Hey, let's speak it into existence. Retta goes on tour.
Go big Retta bus.
Period.
I'm with it. So that's what I was going to ask you as well, and that's a good segue into that. So if you had your own tour, do you know of any artists right now, either from Atlanta or from anywhere else, that you should put on, or that that's coming up that we may not have heard of and should have our ear out for?
Can y'all see me still?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Can you repeat your question?
I said, speaking of you having your own tour, I was going to ask you if there's any artists coming up, female, male, in Atlanta, anywhere else, that we may not have heard of, that you really up on, that you want to put us up on, that we should listen to now? No, that's a hard one.
I'm trying to see, because it's everybody coming up. So it's like I don't really know nobody that's from the city that just coming up right now. I always shout out Lady London. She from New York. She coming up.
Follow her on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what's funny? I also saw you in a TikTok, and I didn't even realize that was you, because this TikTok was years ago. And I think you know what video I'm talking about, when y'all was rapping that single song and you came in the room.
Oh, yeah.
How you gonna wash it with the soap? I was like, oh, okay. That's like a player the top. Oh. Yeah. And then I was like, that is her from a whole bunch of years ago.
You know, 2017.
Yes, you grew up. So that's awesome. So we'll definitely look out for your tour, your EP. When you drop your EP, you got to bring it back here on the Good Tymez Show. When you hit the city, we come out and we turn it up with Big Retta.
Period.
Yes,
we'll go ahead and give out all of your social medias, websites, everything, so people can follow you and check you out.
Okay. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Omeretta, Omeretta, and you can follow me on Twitter at Omeretta4L, and on Facebook as Omeretta Boss.
All right, listen, y'all. Don't touch it out. We'll be right back. It's the Good Tymez Show.
Thank y'all.
Calling my phone, that shit hurt. Bitches acting like they own, that shit hurt. Flexing like you got a check, that shit hurt. I here begging for respect, that shit hurt. Shawty keep calling my phone, that shit hurt. Bitches acting like they own, that shit hurt.